Mustard Knuckle.
Hello everybody, Mustard Knuckle back again, heading out in the M4A3 105. Gonna see what we can blow up today with these heat shells. Heat shells are interesting. We'll talk some gameplay history tips all the way through here. If you like this kind of stuff, history on the vehicles, just a brief history, and talking some actual gameplay in all non-premium vehicles, vehicles we can all play. Subscribe and turn on notifications. We're doing 3 to 4 videos a week and hitting all kinds of history and tips and all kinds of stuff. So subscribe, you won't miss any of them. Let's get on with this. The 105. Nice. Heat shell. It's nice. High explosive anti-tank shell. Good pen. Low velocity. That's the whole deal with the howitzer. We talked about that before in another, I think a 105 video, but another video with a howitzer type gun. Oh, I can get this guy with machine guns. Here we go. I gotta find. There we go. Found him. Keep on going, keep on going. There we go. Alright, good deal. He's happy. It's always fun when that happens. Think you got a good hiding spot. Not so much. So a heat shell, you see that one just exploded in the trees. Okay. So a heat shell has a very, very small, whatever it is, penetration to cause it to activate. Another hit. Doesn't take much. So if you hit a branch, a tree, a fence, a wall, it's not going to go through it like a normal explosive shell will. There we go, finally. Front plate, found it. With a heat shell, it's just so sensitive. The fuse sensitivity, I believe. It doesn't take anything to activate it. So it'll blow up on trees and everything I just said. So something to keep in mind is, if you want to shoot through trees, take a couple shots ahead of time. Come on. Not already, right? Okay, good. See if I can get over here and do anything without getting shot down. Not feeling very confident here. 109. That guy. I want to get away, but I don't think I can get away from him. There we go. Oh, he gave up. Okay, let's see if I can catch him now. I'm gonna go probably not on that also. I got some hits on him. Is he gonna crash? Nice, I'll take it. Alright, so here we go with the rocket. Let's see, nobody's grouped up. I'll just try. Nice, yeah, and I fired the second one thinking I was gonna miss with the first one because I'm horrible with rockets. So, here we go. Okay, so, come back down. Come back down on top of these guys as much as you can. Ran out of time. If you come back down on top, you can hit that engine deck. Sometimes you can start a fire. Sometimes there's thin armor on top, like the Stugs and the Casemates. A lot of times those are pretty thin armor on top. Let's see. I hit. Okay, so onto the heat shells. Or a howitzer in general. Low velocity. Oh, that was lucky. Low velocity, high arc on a heat shell or anything with a howitzer. So it's hard to hit moving targets, and it's also with a heat shell specifically, it's hard to hit a target that's in any kind of brush or anything. So you got to kind of plan ahead with that. As far as the M4A3, as far as this 105 goes, got a slow turret, so you got to be careful about getting in too deep and getting in a position where you need to be moving the turret around left and right, because it's just slow. It's a big old heavy turret. They had to change out the motor in it because the regular Sherman motor just burned up. It would not run this big old 105 turret. So there we go. Nice. It wouldn't move it, so they had to swap that out and get rid of it so that they could get this thing to move, and that's why it's so slow. I've read hand crank, but I'm not sure if it was a hand crank or not. It's a big turret to be on a hand crank, so I'm not sure whether it was or not. So somebody can correct me on that one in the comments if you know for sure. So, okay, here we go. One of the things with these low velocity shots, you know, they got the heat shell, but this was initially designed to be infantry support, to be able to go in and blow up, foxholes and stuff, so they could support the infantry, and they could take on and try to destroy bunkers and, you know, foxholes, whatever you want to call them. Don't forget that guy. Let my teammate get him. That was the purpose. So it wasn't necessarily anti-tank initially, but once the heat shell was developed, which was in the 40s at some point, 43, 44, it was developed. It was still early, but it was developed, and then got better as time went on. They were kind of unreliable, I guess, at first. And I don't know what that unreliability was, but that's what I read. That's what the research was, that they were unreliable, whatever that means. So let's see, we'll take our shots with the airplane here and crash promptly. Here we go. Let's see if I can get this guy. Okay, got something here. I'm going to take some cover. We got to get B here. We are losing big time. Oh, this is trouble. Yep, that's that. Okay, well, not a good game with a 105. 4 kills, 2 air targets. I mean, it's like not bad, but the team, as a team, I did not help very well at all. So that's kind of disappointing. Oh, this game's over. I'm gonna go back to back on this one. I'm gonna stick another 105 video on here, I think, at the tail end of this, and we'll just pick it right up. I'll do a little editing on that, and then we'll start up on another 105 video right now. Same map, different side. So these will be the same long shots that I prefer on this map. Ah, that was close. I thought I might have him. Like I said, the heat shell has got pen all the way across the range spectrum, so you can stay back here, and if you can get a hit on somebody, you're gonna have good pen. You know, it's like the last time we got 4 kills, 2 assists, or 2 airplanes on that one, and this one we're just gonna get going and start laying it in there and see if we can help out our team actually get a win on this one. I think we've covered the majority of the 105 stuff. There's not too much really to talk about. It's funny, these shells are going through the trees okay. I think it's just kind of an inconsistency of the game. But you can see how high the arc is. And you can see the reload's about 10 seconds, and that's not good either for getting in tight. So really your best play is to stay out here until you have to go in. If you have to go in, then, you know, oh, there we go. That one went off on the trees. That's amazing. Let's talk the game here real quick. It's pretty amazing. They can have the trees actually be represented as a, you know, something to explode the shell on the way in there. All right, there's an assist. Let's see if I can get this guy. Come on. There you go. It's like you fire and you just cross your fingers. It's going to actually make it through the brush. All right, there's another assist. And we've got B and C. I think I might go forward here in a minute. I might run on in there and try to back these guys up a little bit. We're pretty good in control, so let's see. And look there. Oh well, 50 caliber guns, those are handy. Oh, come on. Oh, you know, I was just looking at that smoke coming out of the back. So the preferred engine on these things was a Ford V8. That was the one that was preferred as gas, and there was a shortage on those. Ford could not make enough of those engines to keep up with demand in all the different applications they were using. So they stuck with the Continental engine just because it was available readily. So that's a radial. That was the 475, I think, 475 horsepower air-cooled engine that was in tons of stuff. And oh, look at this pile. I wish I had a bomb right now. Come on. Oh, a bomb would have just been tremendous. Whoa, did you see the guy's pieces in front of me? Holy cow, that airplane disintegrated. Alright, so let's see. We'll try to come straight back down like we were talking about earlier. It's if you can come straight down on top of these guys. Oh, here's one of those little lunch boxes. Well, somebody got me. Alright, we'll just take it in there now because all those guys were on the point, and there's another assist. All those guys are on the point, so I want to try to... oh, jeez. Well, if I turn sideways, this guy's going to get me. What'd I get? Crit. Another crit. I'm good at the crits with this thing. That's something I noticed. You would think with a 105 shell, anytime you pen something, it's going to just explode. But it doesn't. You end up with tons of assists with this tank, with the 105. It's incredible. Let's see. Oh, cool. Alright, so, you end up with tons of assists somehow, and the only thing I can think is just that that shell doesn't quite pen like I think it would, especially on things that have spaced armor, because with the spaced armor, it's going to hit that first plate, it's not going to pen, and then, and it is going to explode before it actually pens into the vehicle and does any real damage. So there's a Panzer, I'm not sure which one, and I feel like it's a Panzer III, a later model Panzer III. They've got some plates that were added on later. If you shoot right into one of them's a frontal plate and the other one's up on the face of the turret. If you shoot into either of those, it's going to explode and not go through. Ask me how I know is because this is, you know, these heat shells just kill me sometimes. It happened to me. I was point blank with a guy, nose to nose, and I kept shooting him and shooting him and shooting him, and they would not go through, just blowing up right. And he killed me eventually. And so I looked and I'm like, how could this not work, you know, on a shell that has pen like that? So I looked it up, and sure enough, spaced armor, and it goes off on the first thing it hits, and that's that. So, alright, come on. I need to get something in here. Not that either. Okay. Here we go. Well, I think we're in good shape. I think we got B and C under control. I'm feeling pretty good about it. And let's see. I'm going to run in. This thing is fairly fast, unbelievably, but it actually is. Got some pretty decent speed. And I did not look to see whether this was the Ford V8 version or whether this was the radial version. Game over. Nice. On hand. 7 assists, 1 kill, 3rd place on the team. That's the M4A3 105. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe, turn on notifications. Thanks for watching. Good luck, have fun, and we'll see you in the next one.